Hi there, PYL USD induction teachers. Welcome to a very Google Tech10 for March and April. I'm excited to share this with you today because there are so many tools that are just at your disposal, already installed on your computer, that you might be using for things like productivity and student learning and formative assessment. So today I'm going to share some of those with you. The first thing I have to share with you is Google Hangouts. And I think this has a specific purpose for induction, but you can certainly use it in your personal life and in your professional collaboration as well. Now, there are several features to Google Hangouts, and they're all very simple. There is a chat feature, which is very easy to use, can just be opened very quickly. And then there's also a video feature. Now, that might not be available on a district computer. I know that my computer, which is fairly new, does not have a video camera attached to it, so you would have to have a webcam, or you could be using your own. I have a MacBook Pro at home, it has video on it, or you could certainly use your device, your phone, your iPad, your tablet, or the like. So I see this tool being used when you want to meet with your CT or your participating teacher and you can't. There's no way that you can meet, so you find a way to collaborate from a distance using Google Hangouts. You can be typing into the same Google form, which we know we can do now, and that's lovely, but typing back and forth might not have the same productivity to it as just chatting. Certainly you could talk on the phone, but video has a distinct advantage to it that the phone does not. So by using this Google Hangouts and having your phone on the side while you're typing, and just a little note, please set your phone slightly away from your keyboard because there will be a clickety-clack noise for the other person who's on the call with you. And then if they have a question about what you're asking, or somebody wants to see student work, or you have a technology issue that you want to show them, you can just pick your phone up and show them exactly what you're talking about. Another great thing about using video is that you can have dialogue. This encourages you to have the same kind of meeting you would have face-to-face. But it is a little more productive, especially if you have a CT-PT relationship where you're not on the same campus, or when the two of you cannot physically be in the same place. Something else I love about this is that you can include multiple people. For instance, today I got to chat with two colleagues who were in the building but far away from me. We had a video call going back and forth, and we found that the features were really helpful. The call actually toggles between different speakers as they begin to talk. The picture actually toggles to that person. So if you have a multiple person video call, those thumbnails are below, and then the next time somebody speaks, their picture takes the priority and becomes big on your device. Another thing that I found while I was testing it out is I did a voice call with the same group later on in the day, and it actually rang through to a colleague who was in her car on the way to a school site. She said that it rang just like her phone would ring, straight through to her car system. So I found that to be pretty amazing as well. So I hope you enjoy using Google Hangouts. The tutorial that I have linked is far better than anything I could do, and Google has a beautiful promotional video that goes along with this to show how it works from platform to platform, from computer to phone to tablet. It's pretty seamless and really kind of fun. Our next productivity tool is the snipping tool. One of our participating teachers, Kyle Leinbarger, actually brought this to my attention, and it's fantastic. So let me just show you very briefly how to find, pin, and use the snipping tool. So you're going to click right down here on your Windows taskbar, type in snip, and you'll find the snipping tool up above. If you right-click on the snipping tool, you will see pin to taskbar about 5 items down. And when you do that, it's going to appear here. When you click on it, it will make your entire screen go slightly gray, and then whatever you want to grab, you just click and drag. It's very easy. Then you can actually make marks over this. Certainly you can use a highlighter and all of those options, and then if you don't want that, you can erase it. And once you're ready, you can right-click on the image, click Copy or Save As, and you've got your image. In Technology for Student Learning, there is a great Google Docs makeover article in a post by the Guru. Now, this is an e-newsletter that I signed up for, and I have a bunch of colleagues who also subscribe to this. And I'm not kidding you, I have used every single tip in the 4 tips that they sent. So if you navigate to that link that I put inside the Tech10, it has very little text. Most of it are just little tutorial videos, and they're fantastic. Suggested edits are one of the greatest things that came to Google Docs. It's a recent addition. MLA and APA formatting would come very much in handy for middle school and high school teachers. Adding page numbers, might just be something that you already know how to do, but if you don't, it's a very quick little tutorial to show you how. And then something that's really enhanced my work is adding a table of contents to a longer document. It just hyperlinks the different headers in your document so that if the reader needs to navigate to something quickly, they can click on that piece of your document and get to that section of your document much more quickly. Let me show you what that looks like. I have a crazy document that I have to keep updated for the state, and it turns out to be somewhere between 20 and 30 pages, and it's our program standards. It's just a wild document that is quite long, as you can see, and I've just added the table of contents to make it very easy to navigate to any section of the document. Notice right now it resides at 19 pages because I've reduced the font, but that just jumped me down 13 pages. So it is that quick and easy. I can see uses for this both on your end and the student end. If a student is writing a research paper, it makes a lot of sense to have a table of contents. The last tool I have for you today is under the header of formative assessment. Now, Google Forms can be used in so many different ways. In fact, right now I'm using a Google form on our website to collect kudos for all of our teachers and stakeholders in our program so that we can compliment each other and make each other's day. But I envision you using Google Forms in the classroom as a way to do some formative assessment. Now, particularly today, I'm going to give you an idea on how to use this for closure in your classroom with an exit ticket. I can't see kindergartners or first graders using this, but anywhere north of that where students can read and use a Chromebook, I could really see a use for this. I've included links for you here for some other resources. I'm going to go through and do a very quick tutorial, but there are better ones here that are at your disposal. So I'm going to take you over to my drive. I'm going to click on New, and under More, you're going to see Google Forms. Go ahead and click on that. And then that's going to take you to an untitled form that is very basic. It has no theme, it's got nothing going on, and that's for a reason. So I'm going to call this my exit ticket. And then my first question, it always gives you a question to begin with. I need to choose what kind I want. Well, because I have students, and I have a lot of students, I'm going to choose text, not paragraph, and I'm just going to say first name. Okay, done. And because I want last name, I'm going to duplicate that using this little icon. And I'll just delete that first part and put in last. All right, so I have first name, last name. You may even choose to add a question about what period are they from or what class. Right now, I'm actually going to go straight to the closure questions. So I'm going to do a very basic one so I can use this exit ticket over and over and over again. My first question is going to be something like, what is the most important thing you have learned today? And I'm going to make it a paragraph question. I'm going to click Done, and I'm going to copy that and say, what questions do you still have about this topic? And then maybe I'll put under help text, include at least one question, so that we have students questioning like the Common Core standards really want them to be doing. All right, so now my basic form is done. Now I want to fancy it up and make it pretty. So I'm going to change the theme by clicking on this button right here. You can choose from any of these different themes. You can even create your own. I want it to be really classic and simple, but notice how that changes it up. Maybe we'll do this one. All right, so you can see mine. Students will enter this information and click submit, and that's how they will get out of class. Now, you can view the live form by clicking that live form button. It actually opens it in a new tab up here. And you can also view your students' responses. And you'll see there's always going to be a timestamp. And then, because you are asking for paragraph questions, you might want to come up here and do text wrapping. So if you click on that middle button, it is going to allow the text to wrap around and fit into the box. Additionally, just like with any other spreadsheet, you can resize these longer answers to fit. I hope that helps, and I hope you really enjoyed our Tech 10 this month. Please feel free to give me a call or an email if you have any questions.